Well, while I have this Olloclip iPhone accessory out still, I thought I'd show you the other two lenses that it comes with. In the last video I unscrewed this lens and just put this on the camera like this, and this was the macro lens that you saw that allowed for a really fine close-up. If I screw this back on, this becomes a what's it say? Wide angle. This becomes a wide angle lens, and then on the other side it becomes a what's called a fisheye lens. So I'll put maybe first I'll put the fisheye lens on. That kind of has the most dramatic effect. So I'm going to pan over here to my camera, and that's what you see. And now I'm going to go ahead and put the fisheye accessory on. Let's see how it changes it. Okay, so you see it kind of made everything into like a circle, except for it's cropped off at the top and the bottom. But let's look and see, does it allow us to see further in each direction? Let me see the original. Okay, yeah, so here if I take the lens off, I can see about half of that house over there, and well, I don't know, maybe like 10 fence posts. If I put this on, I can see that whole house, and I can see, I don't know, tons, like more than 20 fence posts. So this is pretty cool actually, I think. I can maybe take a selfie like this if I do 3 seconds here, and then I will like this, and ready, 3. See, how did that turn out? So it's a pretty cool option. You could explore the fisheye setting. It allows for just like a really wide lens there. And let's go into just the wide angle. So that was fisheye. Now I'm going to flip it around. You can hear the train in the background. I live next to a train. So the wide angle is not going to be as extreme, but it'll have a cool effect too. So now I'm just going to put this wide angle on. And yeah, that's somewhat in between the fisheye and then the normal. I could take a photograph of all three of them and then just kind of, that's what I should do. So I'm going to take a photograph without anything. Oh, I still got my timer on. Let me take that off. I'll take a photograph normal, a photograph with the wide angle setting, and then one more photograph with the fisheye lens. And then I'll just scroll. Now I'll go into my photos and go to the original. So it just looks like it's closer up. Now it just looks wider. You see more information on the sides, and then wide as possible. So that's another, now you've seen every single feature on this little iPhone accessory. These are, it used to be with the SLR cameras, or now with digital SLR cameras, you'd have to buy like different lenses for each of these effects. While these, you know, this isn't going to yield like super high quality results, but it's fun. It's cheap and it's fun. Well, maybe not cheap, but compared to a fisheye lens, when I was like 15 years old, and I was just getting into photography. I remember one of my favorite albums that I used to listen to was the Jimi Hendrix Experience. You could Google that that album cover. I think it's called Are You Experienced is the album that I'm talking about. And the photographer used a fisheye lens on that cover, and I thought, oh my gosh, that is so cool. So I wanted to, my goal was I gotta buy a fisheye lens. It's absolutely a must-have. Except for at the time they were like $2,000, and I think still, like if you buy a nice fisheye lens for your digital SLR camera, there's something like $2,000 or more dollars, minimum $2,000. So, you know, when you look at that and you've got 3 lenses in one, and I think it cost $50 to maybe $75, definitely a fun little accessory to play with. But anyway, I just wanted to show you the other 2 features on this accessory, and there are many more accessories that you could buy for your iPhone.